Hello, everybody. It is me, Lisa, the Love Coach, at Lisa the Love Coach on Instagram, at Lisa the Love Coach on the TikTok, if that's what you're rocking these days. This video today is about boundaries. It's also about self-worth, and it is about holding the line in your life, meaning when you say that you have standards and you allow people to go against those standards and disrespect you, and then you give them a chance, and then you give them another chance, and another chance, and another chance, you, my love, becomes the problem. Now, I understand fully about codependency and how difficult it is to hold true to your boundaries. Some people have trouble even setting boundaries. Some people just don't even have an idea, a clue as to what they will and will not allow in the treatment of other people. So we decide how others treat us. And the way we enforce that is through our decisions. Do we give chances to people who disrespect us? Or do we hold the line and say, this was a standard that I have for myself. I respect myself enough to hold true to that standard. You overstepped my standard. You didn't meet the standard. You didn't exceed the standard. You fell beneath it. You disrespected me, and I'm out. That's it. So it becomes very difficult because, yes, there are certain things that people do, even those that love us very, very much, and that, they're just kind of, doing their own selfish thing. And you have to decide, does that break a standard? Is that something that you can live with? Is that something that you could forgive? Is that something that you truly believe that they can not do again? When somebody says, I'm sorry, it's I'm sorry, and then the action is never done again. But when someone says, I'm sorry, and then makes you wrong, blaming you for being sensitive, accusing you of being wound too tight because you're not accepting their bad behavior, a behavior that goes against your own standards, that means that you need to take a solid ground on that. That means you need to be more firm in your convictions of how you are to be treated. And it's often a thing where people come to me and they struggle with this. It's a real life struggle where they're like, listen, I've been in this relationship for years and this is how this person speaks to me. And it's gone on for so long that I don't even know how to end it. I don't know how to change it. I don't know if it could be changed. These bad habits endure. You have people wasting decades of their lives in these relationships, accepting the bullshit treatment that they don't want to have anymore, but they take it. Why? So comment below if you're watching this and you know somebody in your family or you know somebody in a relationship, a friend of yours, whatever, that this identifies, you identify with this, it resonates with you. You're like, oh yeah, my sister's this, oh my God, or my best friend is this, she's with this guy and he just trashes her, and every other minute he's breaking up and then they get back together and it's off again, on again, off again, on again. That is a telltale sign that there isn't a solid, healthy boundary for yourself, and you are not enforcing that boundary. You are not making that boundary clear. You're wishy-washy and loosey-goosey like a noodle, like loosey noodle, wiggly about your boundaries. You have to be very firm about, here's how it is to roll with me. This is what I believe in. This is who I am at the core. This is what I believe in. And your beliefs are your beliefs, right? And the key is to align with someone who shares your values, who shares what your beliefs are, who respects you, who shows you every day that they care for you deeply and respect you, mutual, back and forth together, respecting, because you can't build anything if there isn't mutual respect. There are a lot of people out there who lack self-respect, yet they yearn for that person who's going to respect them and be together, all happy. First, have to learn how to respect yourself. And the best way to do that is to go through the different categories of your life that matter to you and ask yourself where you stand on key issues having to do with each aspect of your life. What are your boundaries about wellness, fitness, health? What are your boundaries? What do you believe in? What will you do to keep yourself healthy? Are you going to be manipulated or coerced into doing things that you don't believe in when it comes to your personal health, right? And that could be anything. That could be from like before for lunch, right? I forego my lunch. I was like, yeah, I don't want to have a lunch. I'm not really feeling hungry for like a full-on meal. So Mark says to me, do you want to have a cupcake? Because he was eating a beautiful cupcake, this beautiful cupcake with sprinkles, nice icing. So I thought to myself, you know, cupcake and a cookie for lunch. And then later I'm walking, probably like, 5 or 6 miles. So I had to like go into myself for a minute and be like, do I want to have a cupcake and a cookie for lunch and not a meal? And then later I go walking. And I decided, yes. He didn't manipulate me, coerce me, nothing. He was eating a cupcake. It looked delicious. We bought them Publix cupcake. Delicious. If you're in Florida, shout out, because Publix is the jam. Anyway, I ate it. I made my own choice, but I have to live with that choice, right? Yesterday I had something different for lunch. Tomorrow I might have soup. It doesn't matter. The point is, I decide my boundaries, my limits. I could have easily said to him, no, I'm not going to do the sweet attack for lunch. I'm just going to have the soup. And he would have been totally fine with that, right? But that's the point. It's having the ability to make decisions for yourself based on what you stand for, based on what it is you want to live, who you want to be, how you want to live. And a lot of people out there are doing things for the love of someone else, giving more instead of standing firmly in their boundary and being like, hey, wait a minute, this isn't the way to earn love by giving more. That's becoming a doormat. Oh, let me give more to the people who feel like crap. Do you know what you're doing? You're rewarding the people who make you feel like crap. You're training them to treat you like crap. Let me give more to you. Maybe that will make them get their head right about how to love me. Let me show them how I want to be loved. No, here's how I want to be loved. Are you a fit for that? If you're not, no harm, no foul, but I gotta go. Right? And it's having the ability to have that sense of when it's time to go. Time to go. I was talking with a man who found me on YouTube. Yes, I have a YouTube channel, 850 videos there. Amazing. All dating back from, 2014, way back when I was in South Beach, running amok, doing the Lisa's Lowdown videos. But this guy found me on YouTube. Amazing guy, business owner, super successful, ready to build his dream house in Dominican Republic, dating some narcissistic chick for 2 years, 2 years more, 2.5 years, asking me if you can change an alpha woman and help her become more feminine. And I started asking him some questions, just kind of getting a feel of where this guy was. And what he mistakenly identified this chick as an alpha woman. This chick is not an alpha woman. This chick is a brat, a full-on brat, narcissistic little bitch. And all he did was give her more and more and more and more and more, thinking and holding out, hopefully, that she would change. Why is she going to change? You're giving her the world. You're giving her, this amazing lifestyle, gets engaged to her. Right after still seeing all these red flags, proceeds to get engaged to her. And it's like, bro, don't you have standards? Don't you have standards for like the kind of woman that you want as a wife? Don't you have like this checklist of like, if you're going to be my wife and we are going to share a house, here's how I roll. Here's what's acceptable. Here's what's not acceptable. Here's what I am about. This is what I'm about, right? Yes, it is necessary to be that detailed and that strict with yourself. This is your life. And what you want is what you want, and there's nothing wrong with that. But without a guideline, without any kind of concrete, here's what I stand for, you're going to let people walk all over you. And you're not going to have any leg to stand on when they do. Because out of nowhere, you're going to be like, well, I don't like to be treated like that. Oh, well, you let me treat you like this for 6 months. So now all of a sudden it's not allowed. I've been treating you this way for 6 months. So what's the deal? What's your problem? Why are you being so sensitive? And they make you wrong for respecting yourself. That is a massive red flag. And that's what was happening with this dude. So he was ready to make some big decisions in his life, and something inside him made him search online, YouTube, asking a question about dealing with a brat alpha woman. And lo and behold, my video came up, we got together, connected, and whatever. And that's how it works, right? There's divinity to this. You seeing this information right now, having the desire to tune in right at this moment, that's because there's a message in here for you. And it's important that you heed that message. If there's something that you're hearing and a pattern in your life that you keep repeating over and over again, it's because you are needing to go inward and get a check on your standards for how you live and how other people are to treat you. You are the only person who is responsible for your happiness and how people treat you. You can make decisions and be like, you don't treat me right. Let's have a sit down and let me be real clear about how I want to be treated, how I am to be treated, how you are to come at me if we are going to continue this together. And if agreements are made, wonderful. Moving forward, we have an understanding, we're cool, beef is squished, and we move on. But if the behaviors continue and you're going back and going back and going back for more and more and more, then my love, I'm sorry to say it, but you are the one to blame. So if this sounds like something that you've seen or a friend of you has been going through or a family member has been going through, where they go back and forth, they're in these toxic relationships, they don't know how to end them. And this doesn't even need to be a romantic relationship. It could be a familial relationship. You could have beef with a sibling, a parent, a cousin, whatever, where when these people come on the scene, they come at you in a way that just is not acceptable. You are an adult. And it is time for you to assert yourself and advocate for yourself with confidence and grace so that you can lead a life of peace, harmony, and success. You cannot thrive in life when you have people coming at you from every other angle, trying to break you down, trying to break down your spirit so that they then elevate themselves. It's toxic, it's ridiculous, and you don't have time for that in your life. So, that being said, I am super happy to help you. You can DM me directly after seeing this message, or you can head on over to my website, LoveQuestCoaching.com. Learn more about the work that I do to help people to heal the things inside them that leads them to these toxic relationships so they can let them go and let in the relationships that are healthy and happy and harmonious, the ones that they really, really want and deserve. So that said, have a wonderful day. Blessings to everybody. And I look forward to chatting with you on the DM and connecting with you too. Bye.